Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Type 64, the Chinese tier 6 light tank. And to be honest, it's a tank I don't really like. I don't know why, because it has a good rate of fire. I mean, it has good DPM, it has great speed. Doesn't have too much penetration, but it's these kind of tanks that I normally like. Tanks with no armor, that's quick, that has a quick rate of fire. But this just, I don't know why, I don't know. I just seem to absolutely get wrecked in this tank. It's very hard to carry, very hard. Everything's going to pen you. Everything can shoot HE at you. I mean, that's not the reason why I don't like the tank. It's just because there's loads of tanks that has no armor that I absolutely love. But for this, it just doesn't feel good. I mean, I just don't know why. Maybe it's the penetration. I don't know. But even though it's a tank I don't like, and I don't think it's a great tank, usually I wouldn't recommend buying it. I mean, this tank has just come back up in the stores. Usually I wouldn't recommend buying a tank that I think is absolutely shit. But this time, you know, I am. I'm going to recommend you to buy this tank. And the reason being is because of the price. I mean, you can get this tank for 2,500 gold. Just 2,500 gold. That is all this tank. And I mean, it comes with other things as well. It's if it was just the tank for sale for 2,500 gold, you spend 2,500 gold and you get just the tank, I would probably still recommend it because it's still a tier 6 premium. It can still earn credits, and I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst tank in the game, but I just don't like it really, and I just don't know why. But still, for 2,500 gold, that's a bit of a bargain. And not just because you get a tank for 2,500 gold, you also get 30 days of premium. Now, 30 days of premium alone is worth 2,500 gold, roughly. So you buy 30 days of premium, you get a Type 64 for absolutely nothing. So a good deal. A good deal. I like a good deal, and if I didn't own the tank, I would probably still buy the tank. And to be honest, I will probably still buy it even though I own the tank, because I'm going to get credits in return for the tank, and I'm going to get myself 30 days of premium as well. So I'm probably going to purchase this, definitely going to purchase this, but it's still, in battle, it's very hard to, I mean, this battle here, we're 1 against 4. We've just taken a shot from the LTTB. We are 15 HP against 4 tanks. And we're actually going to do really, really well. So the ARL is first up. He comes behind. So we do manage to take him out. And here comes a KV2, somehow misses. But because he shot, we're totally going to ignore him. And we're going to go for that LTTB. And now I still know that this guy is on a big reload. And I'm going to be able to shoot him twice before he reloads. And all of a sudden, I have bring it down to a 1v1. But just unfortunately, the IS just appears right next to me. So I wasn't able to finish it off. But for a tier 7 game, 1 versus 4, we bring it down to a 1v1, 5 kills. We do get the ace, but it is a loss, and we still make 39,000 credits that game. So not bad for a tier 6 premium tank. 39,000 credits, 5 kills, we get the ace. But next up, we're going to watch what Blitz, what's his name? Let's have a look. What Blitz is pay to win. Yeah. We're not going to talk about his name. We're just going to call him What Blitz. Some people might agree, some people will disagree. So he's in a tier 5 matchup, and this is another battle where it was the impossible. He made the impossible possible. So it's not supremacy, it is encounter, and there is a lot of fast tanks, especially on the enemy team. They've got 3 mediums and a light tank. So the Cromwell B on his team pushes the hill, which is the best position for him with his amazing, 12, 13 degrees of gun depression. So, and what Blitz is just going to sit behind him, which is, I would probably recommend in this tank. This tank is so juicy that you don't want to be frontline unless you absolutely have to, because everyone's going to pen you. And that's what probably makes tanks like this suffer, because it's not the player. I mean, I could come up against a 30% player, a 20% player, or even a 10% player, and if they aim at me, they are going to penetrate me. And that is what you've got to be careful of on this tank. You can't just roll up to the reds and expect bounces, even from low win rate players, because they're going to penetrate you all day long. Anyone's going to penetrate you. And even if that 20% player is in a KV-1S, he's still going to do 400 damage, and he's going to take half of your hit points. So Peekaboom is probably the best way to play this tank. Definitely Peekaboom. Get behind your teammates, use them as protection, and just don't be completely the front line, because if you're front line, they're going to focus you. Just like here, if he's not front line, they're not going to focus you. He does get a troll bounce there. As I say, you're not going to bounce anything. He does get a troll bounce. So now it is a 4 versus 5. He needs to take out this T-34. He is a 2-shot, and he is going to take out the T-34 any moment now, and he's going to bring it down to a 3-on-3. Now, his teammates are very low hit points, and this J-Panther, the JG Panzer 4, is a big target to get rid of. Now, he just gets absolutely wrecked from two of these red teams, and there's still 2 of them are pretty much low hit points, but there is still a full health SU-100Y who can just splash him. There's a full health T-25, but still the most dangerous threat is that JG. Now, he finds himself on his own, 200 hit points against 3 tanks. So nice focus there on the JG, and God knows what this T-25 is doing. He is full hit points. He just needs to shoot. He just needs to aim, and he needs to shoot. I mean, he can use HE, and he can penetrate this guy in the T-64. But for some reason, he just stopped. It allows our What Blitz guy in the T-64, in the Type 64, sorry, to run away, reset his camo, and come in at a different direction. Now, he's bringing the T-25 down to low enough hit points, so if he can get the spot off first, he is a light tank, so he should be able to spot the guy before he gets spotted. If he can get a shot in on him without getting shot in return, unfortunately, he misses there, and it makes him spotted, because he can actually take a shot from this T-25. Only one shot. He's only going to be able to take one shot. And I like what he's doing here. He is constantly resetting his camo. He's on 3 kills. There is still 2 tanks left, and there is one of them. There is the SU-100Y. Now, he does the right thing. He's just going to totally ignore this SU-100Y. Yes, all the SU needs to do is splash him with HE and he is dead, but the SU hasn't got a turret. The SU's got a mega long reload. If he can take out this T-25, he can come at the SU from 4 or 5 different directions. And if he can get behind him, then it pretty much is game over for this SU. So I love what he's doing here. He's always trying to find cover. He does take a shot from the T-25, but by this time, he brings him down to a 1-shot. The replay is very glitchy towards the end here, but he somehow manages to stay alive, and he is bringing it down to a 1 versus 1. So he was spotted. He starts coming this direction, and as soon as his camo is reset, he is going to turn and he's going to try and fool the SU. Now, there is still 2 minutes left on the clock. The cap is nearly at 70, and don't you hate it when your team starts trying to tell you what to do? Go shoot him. Well, what else is he going to do? Let's go shoot him. And now even his team now, look, Yay, run away. They're going to say run away. There is still 1 minute 50 on the clock. The SU, look, now run. The SU can still cap this out. The SU still has time to cap this out. He can't just run away. Don't run away and play for the draw when you can easily win. And you can see here now, negative. I'm not going to hide. I am going to fight. And that is exactly what he does. He's on 4 kills. He's on 2,900 damage. The SU decides to try and push him. And again, I love what he's doing here. He's just getting around the corners and he's waiting for the SU to poke round. The SU hasn't got a turret, so he's able to do that. And again, another shot. And he's going to run. He's not going to stay. He's going to run. Again, the next corner, he's going to wait, shoot. And I just love this gameplay. Fair enough, the SU is a bit of a newbie. But I just love the gameplay. Absolutely love what he is doing here. And now all of a sudden, it's a 1 versus 1. And the SU is just a 1 shot. There is still 50 seconds left on the clock. You're in a light tank. You are going 73 kilometers an hour. There is time to reset your camo and come in from a different direction. And now he spots the SU. He misses his first shot, but with the reload on this thing, he has time to shoot him before the SU turns. Fantastic battle there in the Type 64. Well played. So 3,200 damage. He gets the ace. He gets the Kolobanovs, and he earns himself 73,000 credits. So that is the Type 64. Very good offer. I definitely would recommend buying this tank. Not for the tank, mainly for the 30 days of premium and a free tank. So I'm Meadsy69. I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.